What's going on, family? How y'all doing? Alright, welcome to another episode of Melanated Consciousness. You know what I'm saying? Where we believe in doing what's right is right. You know what I'm saying? Alright, well, if this is your first time watching a video, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. You know what I'm saying? That way you can stay current with my latest videos that I make, and go ahead and hit the thumbs up button, and feel free to leave a comment, and maybe I can address that on the next video. Alright, well, here on Melanated Consciousness, I've been doing this thing, what we call a public awareness announcement. You know what I'm saying? This is just to inform the melanin community of things that may have, you know what I'm saying, gotten past us without us noticing, or maybe some things that we can take notice of in building our families, our communities, you know what I'm saying, to be one, you know what I'm saying. So on this public awareness announcement, I wanted to talk about our moral standards that we have. You know what I'm saying? Because it seems to me as though we tend to judge each other with a harsher judgment than what we than any standard that we would hold the dominant society to. You know what I'm saying? And this doesn't have anything to do with or money or that type of thing. It's just, you know, when we look at the things that's been going on across this nation, sometimes we have a higher resistance, if you will, or our moral awareness is so high that if you're not, you know what I'm saying, living a perfect life almost, then we're gonna turn our backs, you know what I'm saying, on our brothers and sisters, or you know what I'm saying, whatever they might be going through, or if we get the news or something that somebody has well in their past, you know, that they used to do this, you know what I'm saying, which, you know what I'm saying, may not even have an effect on the person's life now, you know, as far as like survival or anything like that. But we just got this thing so embedded in us that well if they did that, then they can't possibly be a good person, you know what I'm saying. And so we want to go on this moral righteousness thing, you know what I'm saying. But I mean, why are you so willing to turn your back on your brother or your sister, you know what I'm saying, when the dominant society is just pretty much having a field day with some of the stuff that's going on with us. You got, you know, bigotry with you know what I'm saying, almost everywhere you go, almost, you know what I'm saying. Not even to mention what a person may have been through besides what we see. But then we don't care if they just crawled up the beach of a ship that was tore up in a storm. Oh yeah, you know what I'm saying. We're gonna judge them with the quickness, you know. Yeah, karma. Yeah, see, that's what that was, and all this type of stuff, you know what I'm saying. But yet, you know, we have, you know, these things going on. You're getting the police called on you, and you're getting confronted, you know what I'm saying, by, you know what I'm saying, those are the dominant society. Yeah, it may not have happened to you personally, but where do you stand? You know, we're quick to to you know, check the behavior of the next person to see if they turned their back, or if they're disregarding, you know, a brother or sister, you know what I'm saying, because of a trial or something that they may be going through. And then we just get right on the bandwagon. Yeah. And we don't have an idea, you know what I'm saying, of what that person is like or anything. You know what I'm saying? And you know, it's like it's, you know, it is really like mentally like immature. But I mean, you know, I guess if you know, if you don't, you know what I'm saying, if you don't have your own opinion, or something like that, or you usually go with the majority, then we can look for you to have that action, you know, with the result all the time. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's gotta. We need to come to a place where we're like, hey, you know what? If I can't, you know what I'm saying, say something good, you know what I'm saying, when it needs to be said, if I can't stand, you know what I'm saying, for when I see someone who's trying to make progress, you know what I'm saying, maybe they may lack the information, you know what I'm saying, to get these resources, you know what I'm saying, plugged in, you know, where they need them, you know, maybe I can do something like that, you know. But if we're gonna just sit around, you know, our coffee tables and gossip, you know, about our own people, you know what I'm saying, then that's like you're you know, giving the ones who enslaved us a pat on the back, like, yeah, way to go. Because because it doesn't make any sense. I mean, you know, here we are, you know, being brought into this country with no resources or anything to that matter. You know what I'm saying? We had our own battles, and I think that it still shows itself to this day, where you had the slave workers that was in the field, and then you had the slave workers that was in the master's house. And so then, you know, these two would eventually clash heads, you know what I'm saying, because the slaves that worked in the master's house, they quickly identified, you know, with their master, you know, you know, I mean, and so that's kind of like what we have still yet today. But the thing with that is, we don't have anyone like, you know, doing anything in Washington D.C. I mean, with all the knowledge and everything that we have now, it seems like surely the country shouldn't, you know, be in much of a shamble as it is. You know, you got people in government doing all these things. So what I need for those black people to do, I need them to fix this. I mean, it shouldn't have even came to this, you know. But you know, still and yet with all the work that, you know, that our leaders put in, and those that you know, march with Martin Luther King Jr., you know what I'm saying, you know, it's like we still don't really, you know, have a genuine concern about each other, you know what I'm saying. And that's not even to mention all of the other, you know, all the other groups that we gotta take in now. I mean, because where, you know, I mean, after the civil rights, I mean, surely we should have progressed from there. I mean, you know, but now we got the LG, you know, the gay and lesbian community. We got the all other immigrants that's coming over here, and they're minorities, and we got minorities everywhere. So I just like, where do we gain, or whatever comes of this, these moral judgments that we're ruling against each other. You know what I'm saying? Your moral judgments are probably even under some of the things that you could be saying something about. I mean, since you're so hard on your own, I mean, you know what I'm saying? I'm not an advocate for that, but I'm just saying, right is right. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, we just been so demonstrized that we just still kind of like doing basically the same thing. We're sitting in the same spot. RPMs are all revved up and we ain't going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? But we got some we just gonna have to let go. You know what I'm saying? Let them fall by the wayside, and then some of us, you know what I'm saying, we're gonna keep it moving and keep doing what's good and what's right for our community. All right then. Well, that's all I had to say right now in this episode of Melanin Consciousness. Y'all take care, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace.